Hi there, this is Mark.Clark, and today we are going to be looking at how an annual is done on a 1969 Cessna 150J Juliet. I had looked on YouTube and I was unable to find anything that really gave me any information on what actually an annual looked like. I had did an annual on this particular aircraft 11 January of 2014. Today is 26 December 2014, and at this phase, I'm sitting here at Jim Getch's hangar. I have all the pieces that I can do myself done so that Jim, the A&P, is capable of moving forward with the rest of it. So this is what I've done so far. Started out with taking the cowl off the engine. So we have the engine totally exposed. I went and, right here, I have this quick release. Right in here, there's a quick release oil drain, and I drained the oil into the bucket, which was very dirty. But it has 50 some hours on it, so that's normally when you do the oil change. Everything, like I said, is exposed. This is a starter. This is the magneto down in here. This is a Continental 200. The battery case, cylinders. We also took the spinner cover off. This is the spinner front bulkhead, spinner back bulkhead. Apparently it has to be inspected for something. I believe that it's going to require some of these gaskets, because these gaskets look a little like they've had plenty of wear in there while in the aircraft. That we've got spark plugs. There's 2 spark plugs per cylinder, and that's why there's 2 magnetos. So you have these 2 plugs, and then down under here there's a plug. Here's another plug. These particular things, one of the canisters is for cabin heat, and not sure what the other one is for, probably carburetor heat. And this will be a series of videos because I'll definitely learn more this time around. Oil filter, this is a spin-on oil filter. Amazingly enough, not all aircraft have these, especially at this date. This is the fuel strainer, so that you can make sure you don't have any water. And I believe this is the generator for the electricity. Get in there a little bit closer. Again, this is a Continental 200, 1969. Right here is actually the port for air to get for inside cabin air. We have these inspection plates, which I've went through and opened up all these inspection plates, but I've got to figure out a way to get more light. There's an inspection plate that needs to be opened. There's several on the wing that needs to be. I just basically took the screws out and then left one in and then put the screws back so that we wouldn't lose the screws. This is the left wing. There's inspection plates for the flaps. I'm not really sure what they're inspecting yet. Even though, like I said, the first time I went through it, I really didn't know what was going on. A couple of plates down here. The elevator. Rudder. There's a inspection plate under here. I'm assuming it's for the trim, which is right here. And on the right wing, same configuration. Inspection plates on the flaps. Inspection plates under the wing. Here's some inspection plates for right in front of the flaps. And then we also took the wheel pants off the rear gear. Have to take the wheel off to do the front one. So here's the wheel pants, supposed to give you 3 miles an hour faster. This is the lower cowl. We washed that out. It's easier to inspect any issues. There's the spinner cover, and this is the top of the cowl. So really wanted to start out with the airplane tore apart, because then you'll see what it looks like when we get it all put back together again. Had to take the seats out. There's covers throughout the aircraft. That's the ELT back there. And then just cables going back to the elevator rudder. And had to take out all the carpeting. I'm going to see about getting a bore scope so I can show you what the underneath looks like, because there's a couple of things underneath that has to be done. One, the filter for the I believe it's the static system needs to be changed. So that's what it looks like tore down. Now, some of the things we did do to the engine, there's like canisters that go over top of this. This is for carburetor heat, because you can see how it goes directly into the carburetor. Yeah, I don't really want to put that on either, because it looks like it'd be a lot easier to potentially find oil leaks. I see a little bit of oil coming out of there. We'll take the battery out, look for corrosion. One of the other things was this forward bulkhead has some play, so Jim said we can put some tape around that and tighten it up. This particular canister is for cabin heat, which I did notice on that long trip to Colorado. I've got a little gauge in there that elevated a bit. What Jim did was put this shop vac on there and blow the air out, and then he squirted something on there, just some soapy stuff, and looked for any bubbles coming out of it. He did say that there was some bubbles up here, but that's irrelevant to what we were trying to accomplish. So I think I'll leave those off until we take the spark plugs out and verify any potential leaks in the engine. Additional items that we're working on is this particular aluminum piece, which I have cleaned up, came from under here. Let's see. You can see there's a wiring harness, clips, and hoses into, that's probably a vent hose right there. Let me see if I can make sure I get it in there. Yeah. And I would imagine this is, where did it go? Oh, right there is the gas feed, and that piece is the spar. Oh, there's a pulley of some sort in there. Oh, Jim loosened this up, so I am not going to get in there since I don't see where it was lubricated, so I'm not going to put that piece back in. I am putting the inspection plates in. Back there is the ELT, which Jim checked basically I took it out and he whacked it against the tire, and then using the radio and the speaker we could hear that the ELT was actually functioning. I believe I showed this part, cleaned it off. As Jim had mentioned, the plane used to be maroon, and also took this top part off of the airplane. Jim wants to put new Timmermans, these, let's see, can I get it? Yeah, right there. That is the clip, and what has happened is some of the ends have busted off the clips. So like that one, for instance, where is it? Yeah, the end is busted off, so now it takes a bigger screw to go in there to actually tighten down, and it's not tightening down very well. Oh, got my pile of goodies here, my chairs. I'll put this piece back on after I repaired it by using hot glue and washers. Hopefully that'll hold. This is just hot glue here. I mean, it's just a cover, so it's not a requirement. We did the back of the chair. It looks more like a bad scar, but hopefully that'll stay on. I did buy a nylon or vinyl patch kit, but didn't see where that'd be of any significant advantage. And I know Jim has been spraying stuff throughout the airplane. He's got an inspection area here. Very old, looks like some old wires, but interesting that I'm not going to put any of these inspection plates on either. Here I am just cleaning up the dust that's inside here, so that since I have it tore apart, I'm just looking at, this is the cable for the VOR antennas, and this is the pulley for the rudder.